Oh, is that Horse Plus? Is that what you're talking about? Is Horse Plus? The OK Tacos? Huh. Colby's Crew. Is that the OK Tacos though? I think that's the OK Tacos girl, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know enough about their, again, I'm staying out of their drama. It has nothing to do with me. I don't know the facts about all of the stuff surrounding it, and so because I don't know the facts on it, I don't want to comment on it. I don't have an opinion yet because I've not, and I don't jump bandwagons just because everybody's saying one thing that must be it. I look for myself. And since I don't know anything about that situation, yeah, if they're using donation funds for personal, then people need to let the IRS know. I mean, if you suspect that donations from a 501c are being paid to incorrect things, then you guys need to contact the IRS and report that, but maybe make sure first before you do that. But yeah, no, just because the mob goes after people doesn't necessarily mean the mob is right. But again, I don't know anything about those situations I've been working on. I've briefly heard that there's drama. I've seen some of fellow content creators put things out there, but I don't know the whole situation. ARM did send some food, and then supposedly there's a PayPal card coming that has the donations on it. They're going straight to Kathy, which is something else I want to mention actually. With Christo staying on the property, he has not left the property, and then Kathy and Christo saying that they don't own the horses. I thought about this last night. It is so odd to me for a rescue to send a PayPal card full of donations to someone that doesn't own the horses, and that they cannot hold accountable for the way that they spend the thousands of dollars that have been donated towards the horses and they're rescuing. Those horses are supposed to be getting rescued with those donations, not staying on the property with the abuser and being fed during that time, but not getting vetted or leaving the property. And so that's kind of is another thing with ARM that I'm very confused on why they would be doing it that way. Like literally just sending a PayPal card to a horse hoarder and saying, please feed them. You know, just seems very strange to me. I would think that they would just be buying food and sending it over there, or, you know, having a delivery for it and sending the vet over there with the funds that they have. Why are you sending the because if I'm donating to a rescue because there's 65 Arabians on a property, I'm donating for transport, for vetting, and feed once they leave the situation that they're in. I'm not going to donate to keep the horses with their abusers longer. And that's something that ARM did. But then there's also, you know, who's keeping track of what's being spent and where it's going with these thousands of dollars? That money could have been used to transporting those horses out of there and straight to a vet. So it's just weird to me. Yeah, but I don't think that leaving the horses on the property okay, so here's the deal. So Equine Event says, no, you donate for the betterment of the horses, but I don't believe them being fed for 2 months is going to be a long-term betterment of the horses. I feel like for 2 months they're going to be fed, and then the funds are going to run out, and then we're going to be stuck right back in the same situation all over again, where those funds should be going and handled by the rescue, not by Kathy. I think that the rescue should be using that money to order food while they find homes and getting the horses out of there for transport, for veterinary care. And she's just kind of letting Kathy spend that money however they want. But where's the vet? No, you're putting words in my mouth, Equine Events. I never said I want them to starve. I literally just said send food while they're there. Yes, you would think that they'd be urgently trying to move them, not prolonging their existence on the property with the people that have not been feeding them. The vet has been out. When was the vet out? Recently for the 3 horses that are right now in, are you talking about the vet has been out to the ones that are at ARM? Because they had a vet out to ARM for the ones that they had to pregnancy check them. No, I don't speak to Terry, like I said. I don't agree with a lot of the things from them. I don't speak to them at all. The last time I spoke to them on a phone call was when, I'll be in a minute, buddy. The last time I spoke to them on a phone call was when Dawn was on her way to pick up a second batch of horses, and I didn't know who she was. And all I heard was that, hey, somebody that Christo trusts is coming with a trailer right now to remove more horses. And I was like, no, I talk to Kathy almost every single day. I don't talk to Terry. So just because you talk to Terry, Terry doesn't even know half the stuff. If you can be transferring left. Yeah, well, what are you guys talking about? So what's funny is that you'll come into my live and then all these questions will be answered and then you'll come back in and say like you've switched your tune. No, I've been saying the same things from the very start. However, people do like to twist words, like me saying I don't think that they should be on Kathy's property being paid for in feed only when they should be finding them homes and getting them out. Because what's happening is right now it's a sparkly object, right? So people are donating and it's a lot of money that is being donated. When you put it onto a PayPal card and then you said, I never said I don't support paying for feed for them. I was mad that they wouldn't allow other rescues come in, that they were blocking rescues from coming in and feeding them. So please don't twist my words. Don't twist my words. I'm saying that they shouldn't be sitting there for 2 months being fed when there are people right now that will take them out and that money can be used to transport them out of the situation. Because think of it like this. Right now, they have feed. Fantastic. However, there is still 3 horses. No, yes, you're right. ARM should not send a PayPal card. ARM should be keeping track. ARM should be ordering food and making sure that that there's feed going over there. ARM should be the one paying for that with the donations, not giving the donations on a PayPal card where she can't tell where the money is going. She should be the one that's scheduling a vet and making sure that a vet goes out there for the 39 that are left. She has not. That is a lie. So, in fact, when I told Kathy yesterday to get a vet out there for the 3 that are there, she told me that, no, don't do that right next to me, please. Not right this second.
Better because I took time.
Okay, go inside for right now, though. I don't think that you should be letting Kathy control donations. First of all, I think that the donations went to the rescue, and the rescue should be allocating funds where they need to go, and ensuring that the horses are getting fed and that they are getting vetting. That's where I think the money should be going. However, they're putting on a PayPal card and sending it to the property owner where they absolutely have no way of stopping them from spending on other things. Not that I think that she will, but I mean, it's just other situations, other people, maybe her too, I don't know. That's not that's super trusting. Yeah, sure, they can see, but since she's doing a lot of this stuff beforehand and then taking cash off of it to pay herself back, it just looks like a recipe for a disaster to me. Why can't the rescue just order the feed? I mean, why can't they do that? But in the end of the day, let's go back to my main point, is that right now, it's a sparkly object, and you guys all care. Right now you care, but there's going to be another rescue that's going to come up, or another dramatic TikTok thing that happens, and everybody's attention is going to get diverted, and they're going to go all the way back. I'm defending the horses, like I said from the very beginning. I'm not saying anything bad about Kathy whatsoever. I'm not against Kathy. I just think that the ARM should be a little bit more careful in sending out PayPal cards while the abuser is still on property. Just my opinion. Anyways, like I said, if you're going to come on and troll and start drama, I'm just going to remove you from the live, because all you're doing is making me go back and forth, even and twisting my words, and I'm not going to be okay with that. So, back to, there needs to be checks and balances. Thank you. And sending a card to the property just isn't that. Evan, please don't do that right next to me. Thank you, baby. And I also believe that when people are donating, they're donating thinking that these horses are going to be leaving and needing additional care, not that they're going to be staying there. So when they're staying there for an additional 2 months, because that's how long this feed is going to last, then what? When there's no more sparkly object, when you guys, your attention is drawn to something else, when the people that have room right now to rescue these horses no longer have room because there's another one that's coming up, then what? Then what do we do? All we're doing right now is prolonging getting the horses out. That is all that's happening, in my opinion. And when we ask for Kathy to pull the 3 horses that she is scared for right now, that she's literally scared for these 2 chestnuts, and now there's a 3rd one, a mare. Now that there's a 3rd one, and she says, well, their body scores might be a 1, but because they are, they're in high spirits, so I think their body scores are actually 2s. What? Like, high spirits doesn't do anything. So we actually have another rescue that has vets going over there either today or tomorrow, depending on when there's availability. Kathy has to approve them coming onto the property. And if she doesn't approve them coming onto the property when she's denying us taking them out or getting rescues to get them out, then it seems, the situation's a little bit different. So all I know is that I don't think everything is being handled from all sides in the most efficient way for the horses. And I will say it time and time again, I am not choosing sides, I am choosing the horses. And as people change their minds on things, other people, not me, as they change their minds on things and where she decides that they're going to allow things to happen, or they're not going to allow things, and then they are going to allow things, and then they're not going to allow things, that's going to evolve my opinion of them as well. Yeah, we're working on that, family. If she denies, wouldn't that be considered taking ownership of horses? Actually, no, I don't know, because it's her property. I think it's property rights at that point. So she's either going to say, yes, this person can come on my property, or no, they cannot come on my property. However, she told me that if I wanted to pay for my own, that I could. If I wanted to pay for my own vet to come out there. Which, if this other vet is not given permission, I will be. And I'll do it on my own funds, not on asking for donations. Because I would prefer the donations to go for the other stuff. So there's quite a few rescues that are involved right now. One is Voice of the Horse. She's the one that has the 2 studs and mare, and they're about an hour away right now in quarantine. They went directly to a vet from the property. And then there is the 12 babies that left. 2 did not make it. And then there are, I believe, 7 or 8 that went to Arabian Rescue Mission. And then the remainder of them were people that either Arabian Rescue Mission approved for adoptions that they came and picked up, or were was a farrier that the property owner knew. So there's quite a few rescues that are involved right now. And I think I'm allowed to not agree with every single thing that every rescue does. And typically, like I said, I would work with them still regardless. But when I see that the horses are not going to improve, they're not leaving the situation, I'm sorry, but I cannot support that. They need to leave the situation. They need vetting. I have enough brains to realize that after 2 months, when all of your attention is shifted to something else, like, I don't know, aliens in Miami malls, that, the donations are going to stop. And the horses are not going to be there. What rescue is going on with it? That'd be Voice of the Horse. Her name is Tara. Not the aliens. Sorry, I keep seeing it on my feed and I keep dying. I'm like squinting, trying to see, is there really an alien? And then all the different hypotheses that people have on it. And then we've got other things that are working. Like I said, I can't tell you guys everything that's happening right now, and that is because some of the things that are in work are sensitive to certain people seeing or understanding or knowing what's happening ahead of time. So we're trying to do those on the DL. That's why I said, like, just give Dawn some grace, because I don't think you guys know all the stuff that's going on. Thank you guys. It's not just me. There was an entire group of us that were working together on all of this, and it's been for months and months and months. And there's 2 people that stayed after Dawn said something that made them all very upset, but I have very thick skin. And I was like, let's see where this develops. Let's see what's going on here. And she's already got some of the babies, so let's kind of see where it's going. And after speaking to Dawn and knowing the full story, I definitely support what Dawn is doing right now on the side of the babies. I don't agree with everything else, but I do agree. And I'm not saying I don't agree with everything else, her other stuff. I'm just saying I'm not going to comment on any of that, really, because it's not really my place. My place is with these Arabian horses that we've been working with. And so that's what my brain is hyper focused on at the moment. And I don't know if you guys know, but I'm pretty ADHD and I get hyper focused on things. Night before last, I was up until, oh shoot, you guys, I gotta go because we've got somebody asking for something. But I just want to let you guys know what was going on, answer your questions, and I think I did most of that. All right, y'all. Bye-bye.